This is Island 30. Here is Dana Hutchings.
They may be 9 middle school students, but they're carrying on a tradition, one that goes back to the First World War. They are honoring war heroes in a living memorial that will live on for generations to come. When you drive down Shelburne Street in Victoria and Saanich, you can't help but see them. First planted in October 1921, this is the Road of Remembrance.
They're there to represent people that fought for us in the First World War, and the Canadians that actually fought, and for what they stand for.
A living memorial 3 generations have grown up with.
When you look at the trees and you count the number of trees, it really hits home. And you guys have your cards.
That's what inspired 9 students from Alex Demineros' grade 7 class at Gordon Head Middle School.
Well, Mr. D took us for a walk around Shelburne around Remembrance Day, and then on the way back we noticed that some of the trees were missing.
So the students picked 2 Victoria-based war heroes to honor. Heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice for their country while serving in Afghanistan. Bombardier Miles Mansell died in April 2006. And Lieutenant Andrew Nuttall, who was killed in December 2009.
We're grateful and impressed that you students understand their purpose and have decided to continue the tradition by choosing to honor 2 local heroes. With the planting of these trees, their sacrifice will not be forgotten.
5 months after the students had the idea, with dignitaries and the families of the fallen soldiers present, the War Hero Memorial trees are planted.
There's graveyards that commemorates them and stuff, but we wanted to have a living memorial that grew and helped our community.
It's an emotional day for everyone.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's also a sad anniversary. This is 4 years to the day that Miles Mansell was killed.
He was a pretty incredible person, and I know he would be very proud to be a part of something like this. Thank you so much to the students. It was really quite a touching tribute, and I'm really proud of them.
I checked my rifle, adjust my armor.
It is a day these students will never forget.
A month ago I didn't know these trees had any importance, and so I think it's really important because we only really think of the veterans on Remembrance Day, and I think we should think of them more.
A life lesson that could not be taught inside the classroom.
I think it tells the community that our kids have a social conscience. They want to make a difference. They're just looking for opportunities to make a difference.
A living opportunity, a lifetime of remembrance. The motors are revving at Cowichan Secondary in Duncan, all because of the automotive program at the school. And one high school student has been named Best High School Auto Mechanic in the province.
Just pop down in connection to fuel injectors.
Working together under the hood, it's a place you'll often find David Hine and Brad LaRose.
Well, I've been into cars since can't even remember when. Love working on pretty much anything with an engine.
And it's just something you can do where you're not sitting behind a desk working in some office. You can work with your hands, and you're always learning something new.
But this isn't a professional shop. This is the Auto Mechanics program at Cowichan Secondary in Duncan. That's right, David and Brad are in high school.
There's just a real interest in the Cowichan Valley in automotive. It seems like there's a lot of dealerships. We're almost the Detroit of the island.
This program is so successful that they have the hardware to prove it.
These students were able to, through the process of learning all the advanced stuff and everything, we go and enter in competitions and enter against other high schools. And Brad and Dave were able to excel in not 1 but 2 competitions this year.
David finished first place in the Provincial Skills Canada competition in April. Brad finished second, and another classmate was third.
I learned a lot throughout the competitions, things that I probably wouldn't have learned until later on in the field.
And together, David and Brad went to the Ford Dealers Student Auto Skills Competition in May. The team practiced 3 to 4 nights a week, fixing so-called bugs in cars to prepare.
We start with the simplest one and work our way through till we figure out which problem it is.
Competitors were given 90 minutes to diagnose and fix a 2010 Ford Focus.
Yeah, I was there pacing it behind the grandstands, just sweating it out with the parents and whatnot.
And then the moment of truth.
When they were awarding the prizes, it was probably the longest 15 minutes of my life.
The result? First place.
It was a moment of relief that we've done what we've been practicing to do, and we did what we could. Showed that we were the best at what we could do.
One of the major prizes for winning, a Ford Focus for the school. Now with awards under their belt, these high school students plan on pursuing auto mechanics as a full-time career.
Well, I'd like to definitely get into the field. Hopefully own my own shop one day.
Probably either open up my own shop or maybe move on to be the service manager of a shop somewhere else.
And the job offers have already come in. Oh, and by the way, if you're looking to hire a mechanic,
You know, any prospective employers that, you know, want some good guys, give us a call.
deep roots in the past and growing a strong future. It is the motto of Quadra School in Victoria, and it's also the theme of the new Mosaic project, where students' art will adorn the school for years to come. If you drive by, you can't help notice the spectacular mosaic on the side of Quadra School. It depicts the school's past, and that'll highlight it even more. Yeah. But a new mosaic will take Quadra into a greener future.
There's a serendipity between the two pieces and the community and all of us coming together to work together to make this piece of art.
To begin the project, we had students draw what they thought the Quadra School's playground might look like before the school. We saw birds, butterflies, squirrels, trees.
As the mosaic comes together, students know it's all based on their artwork.
This mosaic is incredible because every kid in the whole school has hand stamped their personal stamp into each individual tile.
And the kids love it.
Some of the children's art is going to actually be in the mosaic, and it kind of represents the school. There's lots of nature and stuff, and it's full of kindness, and I really like it.
The theme of the mosaic is the dream tree, and the idea is about greening the school. At the same time, the project is bringing the community together.
It's a really sort of a unifying of our community. You know, we're technically an inner city school, but I think the really neat thing about this is that we have really, really strong neighborhoods.
People have just donated stuff like tiles and clay and all sorts of things.
You just take the stamps and make all the design, which is quite hard.
Well, there's a plan for the mosaic. The design is not set in stone.
I believe in the organic nature of these kinds of community projects where we work collectively and no one gets married to the design and we let it evolve into what it, and every day something new happens and we're all like, oh yeah, let's do that.
One of the teachers, she made a bird, a crow, and it's got the initials of some of the teachers, late teachers who are no longer with us, no longer at the school. And it's mosaics filled with little gems like that, little secrets. And
it's art on a large scale, almost 17 square meters. When complete, it will be a concrete reminder of all of their hard work.
I just think it's an incredible opportunity for not only the students, but the parents, the staff, to leave a legacy for future generations to enjoy. This is a permanent art fixture. This is forever.
The project will be unveiled at the beginning of the next school year, and students will know they had a hand and a tile in the lasting and beautiful legacy. It's an unparalleled feat, a grand slam, if you will. The students at Lambert Park's Baseball and Softball Academy are crossing home plate, and many are heading to the U.S. on athletic scholarships. It may be the All-American game, but students at Lambert Park Secondary's Diamond for Excellence Baseball and Softball Academy are dominating the sport, hitting it out of the park with athletic scholarships.
This year has been a big year for us. We have 14 kids signed and looking at maybe 4 more this week. So we could come out of this year with about 18 kids getting scholarships this year.
That's right. 18 students from this one school alone will be playing ball in U.S. colleges and universities next year.
Yeah, well, baseball's always been my passion. And when I heard, coming out of middle school, when I heard there was a baseball academy, I definitely had to be here.
Austin is just one of the 18 heading south. He's going to Kansas. Janelle Smith is heading to Texas.
When you're on the field, there's just, like, everything else goes away. But I feel like at that, the world is gone.
The program's been running for 6 years, and already 27 students are playing on scholarship. Inspiration for younger players.
I play baseball like every day of the week, so you gotta work really hard and you gotta keep your grades up or else you're not going anywhere.
And contrary to popular belief, Coach Vitale says,
you don't have to be a superstar to sign. We're signing a lot of kids who are good kids, and programs want good kids. And they'll build with them, they'll grow with them. So the superstars are going to find their place. My job, I feel this academy is for that kid who really loves the game and wants to find somewhere to play. And we're doing that.
it's an amazing feat. Some say a home run.
Before I came to the academy, we didn't really even know about scholarships or that there was places you could go after where you could play ball. And then, Rocky and Shoop just know so many people, and, the academy, helps you open doors. And, right away, they put the idea of, scholarships into your head as soon as you're in grade 9 and stuff. And then, you just start getting in contact with people, and couldn't have done it without Rocky, though.
The players credit the coaches admire the players' commitment and love of the game. It's a diamond of a program, one that itself is batting 1,000. They may be on summer break, but we'll have student fitness and advice for parents trying to communicate with their teens. That and more next on Island 30.
1 year ago, these doors were about to close on 53 years of history.
CHEK News was about to fade to black. It was your support that kept CHEK on the air.
Covering stories happening in communities
Right across the island.
On Monday, September 6th, we want to thank you, so we're throwing a party.
For our viewers, thank you for watching, and thanks for telling us your stories. And thank you
To our remarkable advertisers,
who support your island station.
join us Labor Day Monday.
From 4 to 7 at our Victoria studios.
We want to shake your hand and say thanks. We wouldn't be here now without you. Join CHEK as we celebrate 1 year as an independently owned station. Monday, September 6th.
I'm thrilled with my smile. After 25 years, my teeth were aging to the extent that they were older than who I am. My smile now is vibrant, it's brighter, it's whiter, it's perfect. Didn't have to travel to the lower mainland or to the United States. I trusted my smile to Dr. Babin. I can still come back and have my total dental care accomplished with Dr. Babin. Since Dr. Babin brightened my smile, all I do is smile.
Back pain. Is it ruining your sleep? Does it hurt to bend over? Are you trapped in an endless cycle of dangerous pain pills? Is chronic back pain ruining your life? Well, finally, there's an answer. Introducing Back to Life, the 12-minute back pain solution that's changing the way America treats back pain. The secret to Back to Life's extraordinary results is a breakthrough technique called continuous passive motion. Simply lay back in complete comfort and let the Back to Life gradually and gently ease your tight muscles, making them flexible and supple. As your muscles relax, the continuous passive motion opens up compressed vertebrae and releases pressure on sensitive nerve endings. The cartilage becomes flexible again, and movement becomes easier. The pain simply melts away. So now you can comfortably sit, sleep, walk, lift, enjoy your favorite activities, and finally get your life back.
To have years of pain basically ease away was absolutely incredible.
I would go to a mall for an hour and I'd say, hey, I got to get to the car. My back's killing me. Now I walk at the mall for exercise. All I know is that it works.
For 20 years, my back has hurt, and I've accepted it. And then I was introduced to Back to Life, and now all of a sudden it just doesn't hurt.
Pain's gone. Hundreds of thousands of back pain sufferers are now enjoying life virtually pain-free. And now you can try this amazing machine for the low 30-day trial price of only $14.95. That's right, you have 30 days to prove to yourself that the Back to Life will relieve your back pain, no matter how severe or how long you've suffered. So what are you possibly waiting for? Call the number on your screen right now. Ask for priority processing, or for faster service, visit our website at trybacktolife.com.
Call 1-800-233-5710 or visit us online at trybacktolife.com.
Here's what's in store. Brought to you by Save On Foods.
There's lots coming up in September. Like the Easter Seals Regatta, and skippers are needed for this fun day on the water, giving kids with disabilities a special day to remember. If you can